How we feeling, Mild Hogs? Not bad? Good? We're videoing? We're good?
Ready for more? Let's go.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Aaron? You good?
I was a little scared.
You ready? Whoa, God. I was not ready. I ain't got a ride like this in a long time.
Woo, yeah! Woo!
Come on now.
Is there a weight limit on that?
There might be a weight limit on.
Our waitress in there is cracking up laughing.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Now Fred's like, look out for it now. Yeah, I'm like, this is like riding a motorcycle. Get up here, baby.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not
come on
doing it.
now.
Nope, not doing it. Oh, listen, it's got the music. It's got the old music and everything. It's really
Come on now. You know you want to.
JB's restaurant in, where are we? Eminence? Eminence, Missouri.
Hey, he plays music.
I know.
All right.
All right, good deal. Good job. Giddy up, horsey.
Welcome back, Mild Hogs. It is time. We are on our Kentucky finale.
What a trip!
I enjoyed it immensely. What a great time.
It's incredible. 2,000 miles.
2,000 miles. So we're excited to be able to bring this to you. It is our finale, so this is going to be kind of a wrap-up of Kentucky. And man, what an amazing trip that started all the way back 2 years before, where we were going to plan to go to the Ark.
Yep.
Thank you, Diana. It was such an amazing
We were
experience.
in a trailer, and then we
got rained out.
Yep.
Yeah, got rained out, and so we ended up having to plan differently, and then added in the bourbon trails.
Yep.
And then, my goodness,
About that.
we had so many other things too. You got Mammoth Cave.
Mammoth Cave.
That was super cool.
The teepees.
the wigwams, the wigwams.
The ride across Missouri was just great.
So great.
Kentucky was great.
Was that park? Mark Twain National.
Yep.
National
Yeah, Mark Twain National
Yep.
Forest. That was great.
Yes. Is that where we're at right there?
Is where we're heading back through. This is actually a reminiscence of our previous videos, kind of just some quick snapshots of those videos.
Like on the way out and then
Yeah.
all the way back in.
Yeah. But this video will pretty much take us back through Mark Twain's National Forest, and then we'll go through Eureka Springs on our way back to Oklahoma. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Well, like looking back, I mean, I know there's so many positive things that we went through together, but like maybe what was some of your highlights that you had?
I think about. I'll just jump in. I think about all the scenery is always just awesome to see, but it's always neat to me. It's pretty cool to go get to different places, meet the people that are there, and just be present where you're at. And going and getting to see new stuff. I think that's really cool. I mean, Oklahoma's got some really good riding roads, especially where we live. We're in northeastern Oklahoma, and so we got some great riding roads. But going and see the roads that other areas have and other states have, it's great riding through Missouri. We found the best roads,
Yeah,
I think,
absolutely.
in
For sure.
Kentucky, and like I said,
Even the little tiny roads.
yeah, even
The
those-
unmarked roads that Brent took us on with wrong
Yeah.
turns.
But
Oh, man.
you know, anybody that's watched any of these videos or keeping up with it, you know, you don't see a center median. So I mean, most of the time we're on 2 lanes, and
Yeah.
you know we're on 2 lanes and get hitting the back roads, man. And that's kind of what it's about. And we all like traveling that way. Everybody that we ride with really enjoys that. I hope you guys enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy.
This was our first like major long haul road trip. Like we've never driven this far for this long on the bikes. We've trailered and we've done things like that, but there was the lady, what was the waitress's
Rose.
name? Rose.
Rose.
She's
If
crazy.
you get a chance, you got to go to Forsyth, Missouri,
Forsyth,
and check
Missouri.
out Rose.
But this is like our biggest trip to date, like longest. And I mean, we've got more that are scheduled, but we don't want any spoilers. We just want to.
We know the 2 times that we trailered on a long trip, one to Austin and then
Something
one
crazy
to Utah. It was just so there's so many variables, that uncontrollable things that you can't, trailering your bike. I know it's.
Can you miss so much, though?
And you do.
Yeah,
you miss
you
so
do.
much when you trailer it and you're not on that road.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then you take more highways, so it's not as scenic.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And, when you're gone for 8 days, so we were out.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
2,000 miles, 8 days. And we do it safely. We do it the right way. I love the way we ride as a group, but the planning, getting your bike loaded down, getting
Trying to figure out how many clothes to bring.
right, and
Yeah.
we, as a group, we kind of dispersed. Hey, somebody had
And that
a
beautiful
jump starter.
building.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the church is.
John gets.
So I have to ask, does John trust you yet?
I don't think he does.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't trust me either.
Yeah, I'm telling
But,
you.
I went to a chiropractor when I was a little kid. My mom thought those guys could cure anything. And so I went to one. The guy was like once a month, it felt like, and get my back popped. Get it. So he kind of showed me just kind of the ins and outs. And, I shouldn't be doing it. But if somebody if somebody needs their back popped, I mean,
you did mine even when we were down in Austin,
Yeah.
which thank you for doing that.
I
because,
loved all
oh
the
my
bridges that we
Oh
went over.
man,
They were
so many
neat.
cool bridges.
There's so many of them.
So
too,
many
like,
cool bridges.
and beautiful large bridges. And that's, Shannon and I were talking about when we did the Reba trip, that now bridges are just kind of like overpasses.
kind of boring,
They're
yeah.
kind of boring. They don't really do the big
They're not as
overhead
pretty.
stuff like you did back
That was
in
your
the
best
old time.
friend right there.
Yeah,
Yes,
there was
that was my
Dinah's
best
best friend.
Yeah.
When we just came back from Gus's graduation, but we were on some back roads like this,
Yeah.
and we went over had to stop 1 lane covered bridge. You had to stop for the other people.
Oh,
It was
that's
so cool.
anyway, we were riding those roads, and we're like,
in Connecticut,
we should be
We should be
riding
doing
a bike
that on the
here.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
So we need to.
Incredible.
We need to plan a.
Steve's
outing.
helping me.
What's happening here,
He's
Diana?
helping me take my.
He's helping you for sure.
Yeah.
Taking
He's
your
definitely
pants off.
helping you. I'm
Yeah.
thinking he's
Reindeer,
loving
man.
life right
reindeer
there.
deal. Just a reindeer deal.
Steve likes to put his rain gear down around his feet.
Yeah, and he goes.
That happens quite frequently.
Somebody get me out of here.
That last day, we made it the whole time without hitting rain. That last day home on the way home, it rained on us, which was pretty lucky, honestly, for the amount of time that we were gone.
I
It
think
was
there's
really
a shot
great.
in here where we're parked underneath an awning at a school somewhere.
Yeah, and it was a downpour for sure that
That's-
time. Not as bad as the trip from
Our little
home from
spring
Tahlequah
rides.
that day. That was the worst rain we've been in, but we made. Oh, so happy!
Yeah, we finally made it to a
A
distillery.
distillery,
Yeah.
not the best one, but we
Not
made
the
it.
best one, but we did make it to one.
It's beautiful though. I
It
have
was
to
so
say, the
beautiful.
grounds,
Prettiest campus.
It was the
Yeah.
prettiest.
Yeah,
Definitely
by
the-
far
It was
away
definitely the prettiest.
Hey, Dinah,
Man.
what happened to you right before that picture?
Man, had a little incident with the pole.
That's the largest pole she's ever been hit by. Oh, that was so
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
Man, we were in such a rush. You
Oh,
remember that?
gosh.
Like we were.
Yeah, we didn't think we were
flying
gonna make
trying
it to
get
Mammoth
there. Oh my
Cave.
gosh.
We barely made it.
And then the wigwams, like
Yeah,
we had to-
barely made it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for me that was the night, like the wigwams and us being able to get out and go down to
Because
the
that and the
campfire.
Mammoth Cave was all the
And-
same day.
yeah.
That was.
To me, that's one of the hard things about when we are traveling as a group. You're traveling with 5 couples, so you're looking at 10 people here in our group, and it's great that everybody's just so chill and gets along so well. But there's things that happen on a road trip. You've got 5 separate
Yeah.
vehicles that are you're counting on them to get there, and everybody.
And 10 different personalities.
Yeah, and we had the situation where some credit cards got left behind by accident.
Thank you for bringing that back up.
But
Yes.
so then 2 guys had to run back, but we're on these schedules. We got to get where we got to get because we've got reservations and things we're trying to get to, and we're planning on trying a situation where we just
planners.
go, where we don't plan it. We just go, hey, we're going to get we'll get to Memphis tonight, and we'll stay all night there.
I would love to take a trip like that.
Yeah.
I know,
You just
me too.
take off and you go.
Just go.
You're just gonna
Wherever
go.
you land, you land.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we can do it with our whole.
if that's something that you have done, please
Comment.
share.
Let us
Put a
know.
comment. Let
How do
us
you
know
do that?
Yeah.
Like, what does
How
that
do you
look
not
like?
plan? How do you just?
How do you not plan?
How do you
and
figure
just
out
go?
where you're gonna go?
Big, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big group
Yeah.
to do that with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everybody's as comfortable.
Yeah,
with
not
roller
everybody's
coaster ride
comfortable. I
right
know.
there.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
little
fun.
like Mario Kart type of thing. Pretty cool watching the motorcycles hit those little hills.
Well, I like the video in this speed because you can see the difference in the photography. So I like that. I think it's good. Sometimes, I watch a lot of motorcycle videos, like I'm sure a lot of people online do, but these come off really well. I think I really like the way you do it, Brent.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I like the way it looks cool.
Well, I also come back to a part in ARC where you talked about Noah being able to build
Yeah. Put
restrooms and
Concession
not only
stand.
restrooms but concession
Yeah.
stands
Snack
and
shops.
Had a
everything. See,
concession
and
stand
that's a whole
inside.
other part of this video is
Yeah.
like, right, we get this time where we get to spend looking back on these moments and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to have fun a little
Well,
bit
then,
with it.
and then the lanced tire, you get
Oh
it's
god.
like
Yeah.
an arrow through your tire.
That could have been catastrophic.
Yeah, it
Still,
could've
I
been
still
bad.
think about how blessed we were that nothing
Oh my
worse
goodness.
happened.
And just
with
how
that.
everything happened to help fix it. It just was boom,
I
boom,
know.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
It all happened.
Dragon
Yeah.
Cycles was
Well, let
right
me-
down the road.
Let me
It was
ask
great.
you guys something. Since we're all here as a group a little bit, what do you think? Is there anything we can do when we go on these long rides? Which that's our plan. We're going to do an annual, right? Annual long
Yeah.
ride if we can do it, and get off the couch and go. What can we do to make it safer or better?
safer.
And what we do. What can we do as a group
That's
to
what,
make it safer or better for
I feel like
everybody?
we're pretty safe.
Well, you know me, Safe's my middle name.
Yeah.
Not. I'm just kidding. I obviously am not. I'm the one that has the rod and the tire. So
Well,
but-
we're like formation riding.
yeah,
All those things.
those are really important. I mean, I'm
It
glad
is.
that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Like when you see, there's sometimes you see some groups they're so tight with each other. And actually, we recently went on a trip where there was a whole group, probably about 50 motorcycles, in a really tight formation. And the next thing you know, we're going down the hill and. Like
so
50
beautiful.
service,
Yeah.
Vehicles were going up there to go check
Yeah.
on those
Yeah,
motorcycles. Like
yeah.
something
Yeah,
happened
so
really
something
bad.
happened. We don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
something
Wasn't it
happened.
Jacob's Lake or whatever that was?
Magazine
Magazine
Mountainers.
Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Magazine.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah. I know it's such a beautiful landscape. I agree, Diana. Like it's so pretty just being able to drive through here. Hopefully, take another trip back to Missouri. Hopefully,
Yeah,
here in
I'm
the
thinking
future
so,
we
yeah.
get to go back.
Yeah,
Because it's such a beautiful state.
it is,
able to
and the
travel.
roads are they're pristine, and scenery's beautiful, and so many cool little towns that we stopped.
crazy to
What was the
watch
name of
the
the
sun.
town we drove through and stopped? It had the
Eminence.
Eminence.
Yeah.
Shannon County.
Good.
Just so you
Right.
know.
But on your
Shannon County.
question, don't you guys all talk about, okay, you're going to bring this, and I have the air
Yeah, yeah,
compression. So you guys all
Yeah,
really
toolkit.
do.
Yeah, everybody has different
Brent got a
tools
toolkit.
Yeah.
We
things.
brought all
I have a
kinds of different
toolkit
stuff.
and
Everybody kind of splits it
also
up.
an air compressor.
Yeah,
That's also a battery jumper
Right.
too
Patch,
as well.
tire patch
Yeah,
kits,
'cause
which
you
would not
just-
have helped us, honestly,
No.
with
not
the
ours,
situation we had.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we were in a town that had a motorcycle shop. that
We
worked out
take,
great.
and, which I'm glad because I'm not the youngest rider in the group. So when you guys, I like to stop
Yeah, take a break.
and take a break, just so I stay mentally clear while I'm riding. Now that's not gonna cure everything, but it
That's
does.
what I've had people ask me before is like,
Yeah.
how do you guys stay so focused because you're
Right.
on that long of a drive? And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not driving. So
know.
I would
I'm
say
listening to podcasts.
Shannon
And
has mentioned in a previous video that is her favorite time.
Yeah.
Is when we stop.
Oh, I dig
right?
it too. I
To
really
me, it's
dig
my
it.
favorite time too.
Yeah,
because
because I
it's
like
when you
talking-
kind of get to
You get
kind of relax a little
Yeah.
bit. You talk with each other.
Yeah, talk and
some
have
of
fun.
the most fun moments.
I don't want to talk to
happen
Brent. I talk to him
in
every
those
day.
times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely don't want
Yeah.
to talk to Shannon when we stop, but No, that's
I
not
think
true.
I think that's a big plus. We stop, we gas up, we go inside. Everybody can take a little break and
Hot
just kind of
tamale.
get off.
Hot
Get some hot
tamales.
tamales.
Go
And
pee.
just-
Get a coffee.
Kind of
Get a
kind of
snack.
chill for a second, and you get back on the bike. Even if you're behind the wheel and you're driving a car. I mean, like when Diane
gotta
and I
have
take
those
these
breaks.
long road trips, we go a couple hours behind the wheel, switch out, just so you don't get fatigued. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So you don't get fatigued or mentally fatigued.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because
For sure.
when you're riding a bike, if you're riding with your significant other, I mean,
Yeah, it's really important
yeah.
to be safe.
And she can't jump up there and let her drive for a while.
Yeah. It's different.
That's my favorite part. I just
Yeah.
get to sit back.
Yeah. I just get to sit back and listen to my
Yeah.
podcast and do what I want to do.
This is our time ending with Cave in the Rock and getting
Yeah.
at the casino and
Oh, yeah.
having a really good time to kind of finalize
Did you
our
guys
trip.
win money at the casino?
No, you guys did though.
Yeah, we did.
needed
Yeah,
it.
we did.
Yeah.
We
That's why I
needed
said
it.
that.
Yeah, we needed to help pay for a tire.
I was happy for you.
Yeah, to pay for a tire.
We didn't win that much.
Golly.
We didn't win that much.
Oh,
We're
man.
checking out them.
Yeah, I was
Trike.
checking out another
Oh
bike.
yeah, there's a trike. We
Yeah,
were
there's
like,
a
hey,
trike.
maybe we should go for
Maybe we
this.
should upgrade to a trike.
Yeah, more
Never know.
story.
That
Oh,
barbecue
it was a
place
great barbecue
in
place.
Arkansas.
Oh, that was
Yep.
Arkansas.
We're in Bentonville,
Yeah,
Arkansas.
it was
There's the rain. I
so
don't remember the name
good.
of it, but it's in downtown. It's in the
Downtown Arkansas,
area.
Bentonville, Arkansas,
Yeah.
and I can't think of the name of it, but it was
There's
so
rain
good.
out there.
Here's our rain.
Yep,
Well, yeah.
made it the whole trip. Here we are, last little bit, and just
That's in Oklahoma. There.
Yeah, we are in
that's-
Oklahoma. This is actually
like our
right by
last stop.
Claremore. Yep, and Inola. This is
I
our
think
last
this
stop.
was our last stop altogether, and then Heather
and there's
and Aaron-
Steve with his pants
Number
down.
Yeah.
pants, yeah,
Yeah.
the pants down around my knees.
At this point,
Yeah,
then
they-
people started splitting off and
Yeah.
going
All right,
heading
and
towards
this is
that-
the
yeah.
end.
Yeah,
this is our
all
bags,
our luggage
but we
and
just
bags.
dropped it all and went to
Yeah.
bed, I think, when we got back.
Yeah,
but
I
you
think-
see it,
Yep,
2,000 miles, and this is
Yeah.
actually
Incredible.
the entire ride.
Incredible trip.
Well,
So much fun.
I'll say this: get your aspirations off the couch
Ooh.
and go ride.
All right.
Go ride.
All
Go
right.
ride.
There you
Get
go.
your hind end off that couch. Quit watching YouTube videos. I mean, you need to subscribe to
Mild House
Mild
Liverpool.
House.
Yeah, you need to watch this.
Come on
one.
now.
Like and
but
subscribe.
yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Hey man, I mean, if you're gonna watch one, these are pretty good, and but get out and get on your bike.
Yep. Thank you for joining Mild Hogs of Glenpool. We appreciate you watching all of our videos all the way through Kentucky.
Like and subscribe.